Hi, I'm Joe, and welcome to this episode on Eats and Things.
Apocalypse.
Today we're going to discuss about another potato chips made in China. Right now, of course, the company the name is called Kelby, right? But if you guys know how to translate the Chinese symbols and language, let me know. I mean, what it truly says. For all I know, it just says Kelby potato chips, right? So we're gonna look at honey butter. All right, I've never eaten potato chips with honey butter. So I've noticed that some of these either foreign chips or exotic chips, however they're known, right, or delicate types of chips, they come up with interesting flavors, right? So I'm very excited to really review these types of chips that are made in other countries, because I mean the exploration, because since I can't travel to those countries, I bring these bags and allow my taste buds to travel in the land of flavor, right? So we're gonna go ahead, open up the bag of potato chips, and we're gonna take a whiff and see how it smells. Oh, it's sealed. It's sealed. It's strong. Oh yeah. Whew. Okay, I gotta take a kind of. You know what it reminds me of? Ew. It's just horrible for my nose, but in a positive way. It reminds me, if I were to be, when I'm at the cinema or in the movies and I bought myself a big tub of popcorn and I just add that extra butter and the flavor, like even the flavor of the butter that's being placed on the popcorn seeds or the kernels, right? It's not enough. I'm just gonna, it smells like we added extra butter to the popcorn. So that's what reminds me, it takes me to the movies, but specifically of the popcorn, the tub of popcorn with extra butter. My wife likes it, she enjoys it, but the problem is that it gets a little bit too greasy. So I have to take tons of napkins in order to wipe my fingers, because she gets upset when I do so no licking of the fingers, so I heavily depend on the napkins. So now now it says it's honey butter. So I haven't yet picked up on the honey part, but the butter. So I'm gonna take out a chip and see how it looks. Look at that chip. Whether it's fried or baked, I don't know, It's very pretty. It has that dry texture. That's why it gives me the impression that it might have been baked, but not extremely dry, right? And it seems like, if I rub it a little bit, it does have the seasoning of the flavor. So, they sell those little bottles of flavor like ranch or butter or cheddar. So I don't know specifically what type of seasoning they use, but it's probably butter. So we're gonna go ahead and, since we already looked at the shape and size, okay, texture, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a bite. Okay, now I can taste the honey part. It's so weird because while the buttery flavor or the aroma entices and stimulates my nose senses, the smell part, but when I take a bite on this potato chips, the first thing I taste is honey. Now, if it's truly honey, I know it's sweet, and I know how honey tastes. So I'm just saying it's honey because it says it's honey butter, but I can't yet distinguish it, the sweetness. It tastes more like, again, I'm having difficulty with the honey. Again, since I'm not used to eating honey with the potato chips, I know there's something sweet, almost candy-like. And I'm not saying that it's false advertisement, right? It's just, I don't know if there's different kinds or makes of honey. I know honeys are made or produced by bees, right? You know what it reminds me? Almost like when you open up a Cracker Jack box. I'm not saying there's caramel because I can smell the butter, but it's just the sweetness. If it is really honey, it's just I can't discern it. I can't really make out what type of honey it is. But I pick up more of the flavor through my nostrils, through the senses, right, compared to my taste buds. With my taste buds, I do taste the honey part or the sweetness and the light buttery, but when I smell it, that's when I pick up the butter. Alright, so I think that this type of potato chips are using both your senses, your taste bud and your smell, in order to grasp the full flavor of the butter and honey on the potato chips. But because I'm having such a difficult time discerning, I can smell it and I can taste it. Like, it's almost like it's separate but equal. It's like I can taste the honeyness or the sweetness, but I smell the buttering. So this is kind of throwing my senses a little bit off, right? But if you like this, remember this is my first time consuming this type of potato chips with honey butter. It tastes really good. It confuses my senses because I expect what I smell to be on the flavor of the texture of the potato chips. You know, unless you gotta pick your nose and eat the boogers, but I don't recommend it. So, but then again, that's me. So, when it comes to the rating part on Kelby's potato chips, and I apologize because I don't read the symbols of the Chinese symbols, but I know for a fact that it's made with honey butter potato chips. Because of it seems like I'm spending and eating two different things, and if I were to rank it, one being the least and nine being the best, it's like a split decision. You know what? I'm just gonna go right down the middle. Number 5. It's not an ugly taste. It could be more flavorful. Again, maybe it's just me, but I can sense the butter and the honey differently. I can sense the butter more through my nose as I smell the aroma. But yet when I take the bite, I can taste the sweetness of the honey. I encourage you guys to go buy a bag of potato chips. If you can find it in your friendly neighborhood store, maybe order it online. And whether it's fair or unfair, because I live along the border, right, and we're not used to or accustomed to eating honey butter potato chips, right? Maybe you have a different experience. So it's okay to have a different experience. It's okay to disagree with my rank and my description of the potato chips. So if you have something to say, make sure you add it on the comment section, right? And let us know, because we like to learn, right? It's almost like research, almost academic, right? It smells wonderful. But I give it number 5 because the smell and the taste, it's different. Like right now my lungs is already full of butter. I've been taking a whiff, strong whiffs, like but when it comes to taste, it's like my lungs are filled with air with butter, but my stomach is filled with potatoes and honey. Like I'm going schizo here, I don't know, right? It's just one of those things where I thought it would be blended in together, and again, it doesn't taste ugly. It's not bad. It's just, and maybe it's just me. Maybe in this episode, maybe my nose is being dysfunctional, or my taste buds, they're out of whack. I really don't know, but I can smell the butter. I can taste the honey with my taste buds, but the integration of it is just very difficult, all right? So, again, if you have anything to say, make sure you write it in the comment sections. With that being said, this is Joe signing off. Thanks for watching.